What's up guys, it's Dan or Johnny12 here, and this is my first video in a long while. It's a FIFA 15, the demo, FIFA 15, and I'm just going to give you my first impressions on it and why I'm starting to upload again, because I never, just going to randomise Napoli, there you go, play Napoli. I never really got on with FIFA 14. Career mode was my only real enjoyment in that game. I wasn't a big fan of Ultimate Team. It just seemed very stale, but now with this new menu system, I'm going to talk about why I prefer 15 now over 14, which a lot of people do, and there's a lot of reasons for why I prefer it over 14, but some of those I'll explain in a minute once I've done this team, and I'll give you the reasons why I'm picking these players. Azpilicueta is a left back in this game, but I still prefer to play him at right back and Felipe Luis at left back. And then you probably want to be playing either Zuma or Ivanovic instead of Terry, because Terry is an absolute snail. So we're going to go with that team. So yeah, the reason why I'm coming back to YouTube is I've been playing the demo now for a good 4 or 5 days, something like that, since it's been out, since Friday, something along those lines, and I've really enjoyed it. The demo isn't even the finished game yet, and it's already a lot better than 14 because of the fact that you need to be good at the game to have any success. Like, crossing the ball in doesn't really work anymore. Over-the-top through balls are still kind of OP, but they take a little bit more skill. Dribbling has improved, and all the rest of it. It's a more refined game now than ever. I put that down to next gen. I played it on both the Xbox One and the PC, and it feels just as good on both, if not slightly, always like slightly sharper on the PC, obviously, because of the 60 frames per second and better graphics and whatever on the PC, because I have a good PC. But nonetheless, but yeah, the fight's already happening between Barami and Matic. He's been booked, right? Okay. That is also another thing I like, the fact that they've got more player interaction in this game. It's not quite as, just a game. You can actually have an input. And also the set pieces, the way you can move players off the ball into space from a throw-in, because that was always one of my big bugbears of this game, is when you're taking a throw-in, players don't move into the right spaces and you have to give the ball up or go backwards. That's one of my things when I go to a football game, because I go to a lot of Birmingham City games, I'm a Birmingham City fan. They always throw the ball backwards in the Championship, and it's really aggravating because you've got yourself just, let's say, 30 yards from goal, and you're taking a throw in, you're in a good position, then you end up going backwards. That's a bad touch. You end up going backwards to like your 18-yard line. Hazard, by the way, is a fantastic player in this game. He's so nimble and strong. But you end up going back to your 18-yard line. You have to rebuild. Why? Why would you want to go all the way back and rebuild when you're already in a good position? It makes zero sense. But, that's another rant for another day. Let's talk about FIFA and why I'm going to be doing YouTube now, hopefully again, because there's many factors. One, I may be getting extremely fast internet in the near future, which means live streaming as well as videos. Number two, there's games out now that I'm going to enjoy, like Advanced Warfare. I think I'm going to really enjoy. Destiny, I never really got in. I never tried it. Didn't really want to try it because Halo is out in November. NBA 2K15 is another game I'm going to be making videos on. My career, and I think it's my GMs. It's still, I'm not sure. I haven't looked up really. Loads of other games that I'll be doing. A lot of sports sims, a lot of racing sims. I've got a couple of ideas for that, where I pretty much do a Top Gear road test of a certain car in a certain game and give you my opinions with my new Logitech G27 racing wheel. Like games like Assetto Corsa, iRacing, even Euro Truck Simulator I may bring back, etc. Because now I play an actual sim with a wheel. So that is going to be another thing. Also, FIFA 15, obviously, that's where my channel has always been the heart of, is football and FIFA, but I'm also going to be bringing in like CARD and Destiny, Halo, racing simulators, other games, Counter-Strike perhaps, all sorts of other things, which hopefully is going to be consistent on my YouTube channel now, because I haven't really been a consistent uploader in my whole 3 years nearly of doing YouTube. I haven't uploaded consistently on either channel. And again, as some of you may already know, I have a old channel, XJaxHDZ, but that was like my old handle. A lot of people do still call me Jack or Jax or whatever, but that was my old handle. 2012 chooses a new one, and hopefully it's gonna get me somewhere. But the demo, right, back to the demo. As you can tell, I'm rusty at doing these videos and playing FIFA, because I haven't really played much FIFA. I've been playing a lot of Dirt 3 with my wheel, obviously, because I've invested a good amount of money on this wheel, so I'm not just going to let it sit. But yeah, the demo does feel crisp. It's not complete, obviously, because there are issues with the goalkeepers saving literally everything from many players. Like, oh, that one's gone in there, hasn't. They literally save anything from anybody who's not a striker. And even if you are a striker, it's probably a 60% ratio of it going to go into it not. It's ridiculous. So that is obviously going to be fixed in the first patch release, or whatever they do. But the actual full game, not a beta, which this pretty much is. They label it as a demo, but it's a beta. And I get the game on Monday for the 6-hour trial from the EA Access thingy-bobby. A 6-hour trial seems a little stingy to me, because I've paid £20 for the year. I should be able to play it for the week. But 6 hours is okay. I'll start my career mode, which is going to be with Birmingham City to start with. A road to glory, a road to success, getting us back to the big time, into the Champions League, and winning the Premier League and winning everything, where we were heading towards under old management and old ownerships. But things happen. We are struggling at the minute, but we'll get over it. This first half's been a bit drab, to be honest. I haven't really been playing to my full strength. I've been rabbiting on to you guys, really. Also, it seems to me, if you play away from home in FIFA this year, your players seem to adapt to the away from home style, if that makes sense, because in real life how teams drop back and they sit away from home. They aren't really fluid. They don't express themselves. That seems to be the case in FIFA, because I played with, I think it was PSG. I made myself the away team just to test it out, and everybody seemed slow and everyone seemed defensive, and it was unbalanced, and everyone just seemed to sit back, not want to take many risks. I still won the game, but they didn't want to take many risks. They were trying to hit people on the break more, and that is true to life in a sense, but then again, if you're a big team playing against a smaller team, it doesn't happen. The smaller team will always sit back, and nowadays they will, because the BPL's boring. But that's again another rant for another video, with my thoughts on English football and the Premier League and how it's gone to pot, and it was better in the 90s and early 2000s and all the rest of it. But again, that's another rant for another time. Pace. Everyone seems to be ranting about pace. I don't think it's a big of an issue. Unless it's like, a Walcott or a Biabiany. Pace isn't an issue, because positioning of defenders seems to have got a lot better. They're not complete morons now, like they were in 14, where they just sort of let people run away from them. They do track more when you're not controlling them, so you don't need to do the third man press as much. They make better runs, like Fabregas with a great run. Oh. See, I didn't even press L1 for that run. He made it himself with the 1-2 with Diego Costa there. They did that run themselves, which is, that's never happened in FIFA. You always have to do the L1X or L1A, like this, with Hazard, and he will run now, eventually. That also seems slower. The players don't react to the L1X straight away. They don't run straight away, which again is true to real life, because you wouldn't just bomb straight forwards. You'd wait a second to see where the space is, whereas in this game they seem to wait for the space rather than the AI just knowing where the space is automatically. There's a bit more delay in the game now, which gives more realistic feel, because football players in real life aren't completely fluid all the time. They read the game slower than, etc. But I think what they've really improved in this game is throw-ins and set pieces and dribbling when you aren't sprinting, because last year it seemed very sluggish and slow. Like when you didn't have the ball, you couldn't really move in many dimensions, whereas they could keep the ball. If you've got high dribbling in this game, the ball sticks to your feet more. Even if it's like 85 plus, that's a bad shot. Even if it's just 85 plus, like a Hazard and a Fabregas don't have to be messy for the ball to stick to your foot anymore. Although it sticks to his foot ridiculously well and better than everybody else in the game, you don't have to be messy for it to stick to your foot, if that makes sense. Like Hazard has great control of the ball. It's 92, I believe, something in that ballpark. Which again, like I'll give you an example in a minute. When I pass it back to him, it sticks to his foot and he's away. And it's slow dribbling, then he sprints away because he's in space, cuts inside, beats his man nearly. Because there you would usually slow down, but I saw space, so I went for it. And also, if you're a defender, you're not a complete idiot on the ball either, because Ivanovic is a right back after all. But even players like Alex and Thiago Silva aren't complete idiots on the ball in real life, and that's been replicated in this game. It's Kostov to win it in the last seconds. Oh, saved again. Maybe we should have tried to lob him. You can also do these like near post runs. I haven't really mastered this yet. I'm going to crowd the keeper this time. Like so. Crowd the keeper to not let him get out. Oh, got out that time. Maybe we should, when you crowd the keeper, you should probably put it into the space closer to the 18-yard line in the penalty spot, in that corridor uncertainty, as they could call it. 80th minute here, it's going to go to extra time. Gives me more time to talk about the demo. Oh no, Hamsik is in? Oh, what the hell's that? But yeah, as I say, I'll be back. Probably not straight away after this video. It'll probably take me another week or so to get consistent uploads, because I've got to balance it with like college and work and all the rest of it. But hopefully there'll be more consistent uploads eventually. Is Hazard coming inside? He's been mugged by Maggie at all game. Hasn't really been able to get past him too much. Here's Ramirez, great tackle. Can he play it through? He can. Here's Hazard. Oh, Jorginho. It's away. I think it's full time. Oh yeah, it's full time. Extra time is upcoming. We're going to do golden goal, because I don't want this video to go on for forever and ever. Do a quick substitution. I'm going to bring on Oscar for Matic, Willied for Schürrle, and that's about it. I don't want to bring on Torres, he's poo. Right, let's go. Let's try and win this straight away in extra time. The golden goal rule is applied, lads. Which, in extra time, in like non-competitive matches, this should apply anyway. You should be able to get a winner, but it should go down to like who scores a golden goal. And only be one half of extra time until it goes to penalties. So there's always a chance of a victory occurring, not just straight to pens, and that just ruins it, like the Community Shield. Most of the times, that game's always stale as fuck. Go on, Hazard. Hazard ruined Henrique. Oh, that was AIDS. I'm still to master this new dribbling style. I seem to run into defenders a lot, which is obviously my fault, not the game's. I'm just not very good at it yet. But I've nicked it away from him there. There you go. See, you slow down when you come to the defender. Not quite there. Hitting the come back on the blind side. No player would have been able to spot that. As well, Fabregas kept it in but lost it again. We'll try and get this game won for you guys, and not straight to penalties, because I'm not going to show the penalties, because everyone's hitting penalties. There's no change to penalties. That's a foul against Napoli, yes it is. I'm going to drag Felipe Luis into space. No, what was that? That was a complete mess. Go on, Hazard, there you go. Now run. Oh, he's done him. He's absolutely Jeff done him. Oh, he's in. It's Hazard. He's been blocked off. That's a foul. Yes, it is. Is it give it a foul, or is it a... What? How wasn't that a foul? Like the elbow into the abdomen? Ugh, whatever. Right, Oscar hasn't really had a sniff. He's also got high ball control, high dribbling stats. So let's see what Oscar's got. I haven't really used it much, but I've seen his stats. Oscar! Oh. Costa, it's a foul, it's a penalty. This should be the end. He's absolutely kicked me up in the air. Was that Jose Callahan with the tackle? Yes, it was. It just absolutely booted me up in the air, straight down the Achilles. Costa falls, bit of a dive, but it will do. Eden Hazard to win us the game. The golden goal, the golden penalty. Is he the best one at penalties? Yes, he is. The golden penalty. It's Eden Hazard. He scores. It's game over. Where's the animation where everyone runs towards him? I haven't seen that yet. When he scores a last minute winner. But that's the end of the video, guys. I did hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit long, but I had to get a lot of things out. Again, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give me a like or a retweet or whatever you do to get me shared and get more people to recognise my videos. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the near future.